Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rashawn and I've been needing to start this YouTube journey for so long now. My channel is going to be all about mum life, hair, beauty and lifestyle. So if you are interested in any of that, please make sure you hit the subscription button and join my family. It will just help me so much. So yeah, please do hit the subscription button and turn the notification bell on so that you don't miss any of my videos. Today's video is going to be about my birth story. Positive birth story, that is. So let's take it back to the 23rd of September, which was baby girl's due date. On the 23rd of September, I had a scheduled appointment with the midwife. It was literally just a normal appointment to check the baby's heartbeat, to check the size of the bump, my blood pressure, give me a urine sample, and just check if I was okay. So I've gone to my appointment now, and she's done all of that stuff, and then she's offered me the sweep. And at this point I was like, I really wanted to have the sweep done because everyone says that it makes your labor come quicker. So I was like, I'm all for it because I wanted this baby out. At this point I'm talking to her every day, like eviction notice, like it's time to get out. I'm tired, you're heavy, I've done enough now, like it's time to get out. On top of everything else, my mummy just wanted to meet you at this point. Like she really just wanted to meet you, so can you just come? And another reason why I wanted the sweep as well is because they say that the first times mum, obviously like the babies tend to come quite late. So I was just like, yeah, like I don't want to be induced. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure that you come out of me, like. But I also wanted her to come when she was ready. But it was just like, okay, well, you're ready. Like, why are you not? Mummy's ready. Why are you not ready? So anyway, gone to the appointment. She giving me the sweep now. And she was basically like, so your cervix is really soft, which is a great thing because you'll dilate pretty quick. And she was like, but the baby's head isn't engaged. The baby's head not being engaged isn't like a major thing because obviously the baby's head can engage that literally any moment. But I feel like my scariest part was like I just didn't want to be induced in it because I had not felt any pain. Like they say you get Braxton Hicks and stuff, like I didn't really have any of that. So for me it was just like, okay, well this baby's too comfortable, like she's too comfortable, she's not coming anytime soon. So I was just like, please just come. I didn't even know if I was having a boy or a girl, so I was just like super excited. So now I left my appointment and I started to get a few like cramps and belly pains and stuff, which they said was pretty normal after you get the sweep. So I wasn't really thinking, oh, the baby's coming. For 3 days there was absolutely nothing. So the 23rd, the 24th and the 25th, nothing, no pains, nothing. So I was just like, yeah, great, the baby isn't coming. So on the 25th now, which is a Friday, I normally go to my boyfriend's house from Friday to Sunday, so I was very indecisive. I was like, do I go to his house? Like the baby can really come anytime, but there was something in me telling me that baby is not coming anytime soon. So I picked up myself and went there. And then on the 26th is where it all started. It's 7:30 in the morning now and I've basically started to have these like really small cramps. They felt like period pains, but they were enough to wake me out of my sleep. So I've got up and I've gone to the bathroom and I was literally in there for like 20 minutes. I checked that everything was okay, but I was just sitting on the toilet, like I was kind of like excited, but I was just like, don't get too excited because this might be Braxton Hicks. But then I was just like, but they just keep coming, like they just keep coming. So I was starting to get really excited. I was on the toilet thinking, do I wake up Tariq and tell him about these small pains, or do I just let him sleep and tell him when it gets like proper, like painful or whatever? So I decided not to tell him because I was just like, what are you really waking him up to do at this point? Because what can you do? So really and truly I got back in bed and I just went back to sleep. But obviously every 10 minutes, it was literally every 10 minutes I was feeling the small cramps again, and I was like timing it on my watch. So I was like, the baby is coming today because this is too frequent. But I was just like, go to sleep. So I've gone back to sleep and I woke up about 10 o'clock, and then from there I was like, okay, the pains are still here. So it's been about 3 hours now, the pains are still here. So obviously the baby's coming today, the baby must be coming today because what is this cannot be fake. So I've got up, got ready, like just to start the day, because the pains were so mild. I was just like, there's no point going to hospital or anything like that. So just get up, get ready, start your day. I was bare hungry, so we went to the cafe and then we just went out. We was just walking around, went shopping and stuff like that. So yeah, but it got to like 12 o'clock and I messaged my two best friends and I was just like, oh my god, like I think it's happening today, I think it's happening today. And I sent them screenshots of like me recording my contractions on the app that I was using. After walking around for the whole damn day, we got back to my boyfriend's house at about 5 o'clock. Yeah, we just came back. We was just like, okay, cool, we'll start getting ready to go to the hospital, but we won't go yet. Like, we'll just chill for a bit, even though the app that I was using was definitely telling me for about an hour, like, you need to go to the hospital. But the way I was feeling like, I was like, my midwife actually told me that I should have 3 contractions within 10 minutes and they needed to be 45 seconds long. And yeah, I was having 3 contractions within 10 minutes, but they were literally like 20 seconds. Like, they weren't long. The pain was there, like they were definitely getting stronger now, but like it wasn't long enough. So I was just thinking like, I can cope, like I can deal with this. Like, I would hate to go to the hospital and they tell me that I need to go home, and like I can't be bothered with that. So I'm gonna hold out as long as possible, and when I literally can't take it anymore, that's when I'll go to the hospital. So yeah, the app was telling me to go to the hospital, but I was just like, yeah, this is far too soon. Like, this is far too soon. So we stayed home for a little bit longer. It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock now. I can't really remember the time, but it was something like that. But the pain was just getting very, very, very strong now. Like, I was just like, babe, we need to go to the hospital. Like, I don't think I can take this anymore, so let's go. Bearing in mind, he lives about 30-40 minutes away from the hospital anyway, so I still have 30-40 minutes to go. And bearing in mind, my bags were still at home, so I needed to go stop at my house and then go to the hospital. But there's only, my house and the hospital is only literally like 5 minutes apart. Before we left, I called triage and I told them like, I think the baby's coming. She asked me like, how many contractions am I having within the time and how long is each contraction? So I told them and they were like, yeah, definitely coming, like you're definitely in labor. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, they're not gonna send me home. Like, they're not gonna send me home. Like, they told me to come. So so we've left now. Let's talk about the car journey. The contractions were the worst in the car. Like, I feel like because space is so restricted and you can't really like, you know, get into the position that you want to get into and stuff, I literally felt every single corner that we turned, every single bump, every single pothole that we went over. Like, I felt it all. It was horrible. Don't recommend being in the car when you're in labor. Like, it's actually awful. So it's like 8 o'clock now, arrived at triage, and I'm like to the woman, oh, called about an hour ago. She said someone said to come in because I'm in labor. I'm having 3 contractions within 10 minutes and they're lasting about 20 to 25 seconds long at this point. So she's looked at me and she said, you don't look like you're in labor. I'm like, sorry? What am I supposed to look like if I'm in labor? I'm not having a contraction now, so no, I'm not in pain. I was like, anyway, can you just check me, please? She's like, oh, they're probably gonna send you home. I said, that's fine. Like, can you check me? So she's just like, oh yeah, like we can check you, but your boyfriend's gonna have to stand outside because he's not allowed to be in here until you've been admitted and you're staying. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Sent him outside and I've taken the urine sample now. And then I'm sitting on the chair. I've come out, giving it to the woman, and I'm sitting on the chair and she's come over to me. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. You do look like you're in labor. I'm just like, okay. At this point, I'm in pain, by the way, because I'm halfway through a contraction. So that is why I look like I'm in labor all of a sudden. So I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like, thanks. Yeah, whatever. Like, can you just go away? Like, can you not speak to me? Because I'm fuming. I've been at home handling this pain on my own, not on my own, but on my own, like no medication or anything, for me to come to the hospital, for you to be so negative. Like, no, we're not about to do this negativity because that is about to irritate me. Like, I'm in labor and I'm not here for that. Anyway, the midwife has come out and she's called my name. She's about to check me. So she's done my blood pressure and we've gone into one of the private rooms to check how dilated I am. And she's like, wow, like you've done so well, you're 4 centimeters dilated, so you definitely have to stay, like you're not going anywhere. Could you call your boyfriend and get him to bring the bags to the room, because girl, you're staying, the baby's coming today. So I'm like, at this point I'm so happy. I'm like 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters. I'm like, oh, thank God I've done 4 centimeters on my own. I've got this, like I've actually got this. Like nobody can tell me I don't have this, because I have this. Like me, I got this. Even the midwife that was checking me, she was like, you're actually doing so well. Like she was bigging me up like proper, because she was like, I've seen you have 3 contractions while I've been sitting here, and you've been handling it so damn well. Like you deserve a medal. I deserve the medal. So I call my boyfriend and I'm like, babe, 4 centimeters dilated, we're in active labor, like go and get the bags from the car, baby's coming today, make your way to the room, we're staying. We're staying. Let's talk about my birth plan. So in my birth plan, I put that I wanted to have a natural labor, absolutely no medication if possible. Obviously if I need it, then give it to me, and if I'm in too much pain, I ask for it, then give it to me. But like I didn't really want to be offered like loads of different pain relief. I said gas and air was literally the only thing that I wanted. I wanted to spend majority of my birth in the birth pool, because that's why I wanted to give birth as well. And yeah, I wanted music, dim lights, everything just so like chilled and relaxed. So it's now 8:20. We've checked into the birth pool room, and the midwife made sure that we was okay. She got us snacks, she made sure that we had everything that we wanted. She set up the gas and air machine, and she said that she was going to come back in 30 minutes so that she can fill up the birth pool, because she doesn't think I should get in the birth pool yet, just in case it slows down the progression of my labor. So I was just like, okay, cool, you know what you're talking about, that's fine, I'll just sit here on the birthing pool with the gas and air. So I was on the birthing pool with my gas and air, and let's just say that was the worst position to be in. Like during labor, it's the worst position. At home, for the, you know, the 3 weeks leading up to this, I was on the birthing pool every single day, living my best life. Like that was literally my place. Like I'll be watching TV and I'm bouncing on the birthing pool. But during labor, it was just like, no. So I was just like, babe, like this position is way too uncomfortable. I'm in too much pain in this position. Like what position should I do? Like help me, I don't know what to do. He's like, okay, cool, like get on the bed basically. So he's helped me get on the bed, and I've climbed up onto the bed, and I'm on all fours, which was a really nice position. Like it took a lot of the pressure off my back, but at the same time I was just like, I don't know if this is a good position, because I'm like there's no gravity pulling the baby out, do you get it? So I was just like, I don't know if this is a good position, but it feels nice, so I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. The gas and air was really not doing anything for me. Like at one point it started to make me lightheaded, because like people said that that's normal or whatever, but after a while it was doing nothing. So I wasn't lightheaded, I wasn't, you know, feeling any pain relief. I was like, there was nothing, it was just there for no reason. But I feel like the only good thing about the gas and air was that it made me breathe properly, because like it made you inhale and exhale properly. Like otherwise you would have probably been holding your breath, because you know when you're in pain you like hold your breath and you don't want to breathe properly. I don't know why, but like I feel like the gas and air actually made me breathe properly. Like it helps my breathing a lot. And now it's been half an hour and the midwife has come back to check if I'm okay and fill up the pool. So she's come into the room, and at this point I'm having a contraction, so she's just come in and she's just started to fill up the birthing pool. And then after my contraction, I'm just like to her, please can you check me, because I feel so different. Like my contractions are obviously getting really bad and I feel like I need to poo. Like there's heavy pressure on my back and I like can't move. So she's just like, okay, like I'll check you, but I'm sure you're fine. And I've come off all fours and I'm literally on the bed with my legs like half open, and I'm leaning back onto a beanbag, and I've got full clothes on. Like I still haven't even changed into my hospital gown or nothing. Like I've got all my clothes on, and she's like, okay, you're gonna need to, you know, turn so that you're literally on your back, so that I can pull your trousers off and I can check you. I'm like, I can't move. she's like, you have to move, like I have to, you know, get your trousers off. I'm like, I literally cannot move, like I'm in so much pain, I cannot move. And at this point I'm like almost crying. She was like, I need to check you because the way you're explaining things to me is like the baby's like coming, like you need to open your legs and take your clothes off. And I'm like, at this point I'm starting to like start to cry because I'm just like, I literally can't move, like I feel like I can't move and you guys are not listening to me and my waters haven't broke. And I'm just like, baby can't be coming because my waters haven't even broke yet. And I'm literally just starting to stress out. And she's just like, breathe, open your legs, let me take your trousers off and I will check you. Like, this is what I'm here for, like I will check you. I'm like, okay. So I'm like moving, I'm slowly moving, and I literally just felt a gosh, you felt a pop and then it basically felt like you wet yourself, but this was just like on another level. So I'm like, oh my god, my water's back. She's like, let me take your trousers off, like let me take your trousers off. So I've opened my legs, I've moved now where she wanted me to be. She's pulled off my trousers and she's just like, oh my god, like the baby's coming. And I'm like, yeah, I think the baby's coming. She's like, the baby's coming. I can see the baby's head. The baby's got a full head of hair. Like, I can see the baby's head. I'm like, oh my god, babe, the baby's coming. At this point, you're supposed to push, right? I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, the baby's coming. Oh my god, the baby's coming. And then she's like, okay, cool. Like, it's time to push. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm ready. And she's like, push. And I'm like, and I'm not pushing good enough. And then she's like, you need to push because you're suffocating your baby. Like, your baby's head is half out. If you don't push and get the whole head out, you're suffocating your baby. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't suffocate my baby. And I've pushed and then the baby's head's come out. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Then she's like, okay, like rest of the baby now. So she's like, on your next contraction, make sure you push, like give it all you got basically. And I'm like, okay, like I'm sitting there waiting and she's like, push. And I'm like, I can't feel a contraction. I literally couldn't feel anything like that. All the contractions, like I wasn't having any more pain anymore. Like I was just, and then she was just like, okay, push. And I literally just pushed and I just felt the baby literally sliver out of me at that point. And I was just like, oh my god, that feels so weird. Like that literally felt so weird. The midwife was literally just like to me, oh my god, congratulations, your baby's here. And she was like to both me and my partner, do you want me to tell you what the baby is, or do you want to have a look and determine yourself? And we were like, no, we want to see ourselves. So she held the baby up and then both me and my boyfriend, we just looked at each other and was, oh my god, it's a girl. Like, oh my god, it's a girl. All this time, my whole pregnancy, we thought we was having a boy. Like, I was so convinced that we was having a boy. And then she literally held the baby up and I saw a vagina. I was like, huh? Oh my god, we was having a girl. And then she put the baby on my chest. And then, yeah, like, it was so beautiful. Held the baby for a bit. I think she even left the room. No, did she leave the room? Can't remember, but I was holding the baby for ages. No, actually, she stayed and she was talking to us. The midwife was just talking to us. And she was telling us what's happening next. And that she's going to have to I have to deliver the placenta and all of that crap. But me and my boyfriend were just, well, I was just in my own world, really, to be honest. But all I kept saying is, oh my god, it's a girl, I have a little princess. And then she literally just started crying and screaming, and I was just saying, don't cry baby. And then I delivered the placenta and she was cleaning me up, and then my boyfriend cut the cord. And yeah, like, she was literally delivered at 9:01. So I was in the hospital. I can't even remember what time I got to triage. I think I got to triage at 8. So by the time I got checked, it was like 8:20. Got checked into the room, and a whole 40 minutes later, my baby girl was born. Like, it was so fast. Like, when I say I can't believe, up to this day, I can't believe that my labour was so quick. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. So quick. And I want to say easy because at this, like, I don't know, I just felt like it was going to be a lot more painful. I feel like the contractions at the end was like, yeah, this is painful, but I don't know why. I just assumed that was going to be the pain throughout the whole labor. So when I was just like, when I was like, the baby's coming, I was thinking, yeah, the baby's not coming, like, you've got a couple hours left to go. Like, no. The baby is coming. The baby's head is right there, so get it out of me, okay? When I tell you that experience is so crazy, it's beautiful, it's so overwhelming. Like, for the whole time, it did not feel real. I did not feel like I was in labor giving birth. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt like I was having an out of body experience, and I was like watching all of this happen, because I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just felt like I was watching. I felt like I was watching. I didn't feel like it was happening to me. I felt like I was watching, and I felt like it just happened so fast. Like, I was supposed to record the whole thing, and my boyfriend started recording, and then my phone storage was like, yeah, storage too full, because I wasn't prepared. Honestly, that was the most beautiful experience. The most beautiful thing I've ever experienced. Honestly, like, I couldn't think of anything better than that at this point. Like, and I can't imagine being with anybody apart from my boyfriend, because, like, it was literally just us time. It was like, oh my god, we found out the gender, like, it was too much. Like, I can't imagine experiencing that with anybody else. So I'm very happy that it was a weekend and that my boyfriend was there, because it was very lovely. It was a great experience for both of us. And even though he was a bit horrified when my waters broke, because when she pulled my trousers down, yeah, he was just like, and I was just like, what? Like, he scared me, innit? But I think it was because there was blood or something, I don't know. But he was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then he came back to me, because he was like down that side of the bed at that time. So he came back up. He was like, I can't see this, I can't look at that, I can't look at that. And I think he even looked when the baby's head was coming out, and he was just like he's like he's like, I can't look at that, I can't look at that. So he came up and stood by me. But yeah, like, I can't imagine it being with anybody else. So after I delivered the placenta, the midwife cleaned up everything. She cleaned up my area, she cleaned up the baby, and she checked if I needed any stitches or anything like that, which I didn't, thank god. Didn't know, no stitches, no grazes, no cuts, no nothing. So that was fantastic. Even though for a couple of days I was still in pain. Like, I don't know how and what kind of pain people are in when they have stitches and stuff, but oh, I'm sorry if you've had stitches. But yeah, so after all of that, she cut the cord, and she helped me feed the baby. So she put the baby on my bib for me, because I had no idea what I was doing. And then she left and came back in like an hour to weigh the baby and give her all of her little checks and stuff. So Soraya weighed 7.5 pounds, which is the average. So she was a perfect size baby with a lovely head of hair. It's now like 11 o'clock, and the midwife has obviously weighed her and checked her, and she's been fed. So the midwife was just like, oh, like, I can give you a couple of hours to spend as a family and stuff. But my boyfriend wasn't allowed to stay with us because of COVID, so he would have to leave at like 1. So he was just like, okay, cool. But I was starving. Like, when I say, remember the last thing I ate was calf, remember that? Like, the last thing I ate was calf at like 12 o'clock. So I was starving. So I asked him to go and get me some food. And yeah, he went on a wild goose chase, because there was absolutely no shops open, because COVID had everywhere closing at like 10. It was that time when everyone had to close at like 10. So he basically came back with no food, so I had to have toast. But yeah, he left me at 1. Unfortunately, I wish he could stay over, but yeah, Soraya would not sleep. I basically got no sleep that night, because Soraya wouldn't sleep. So I was like, is this what mum life's gonna be like? But yeah, that was like the only night she didn't sleep, because she's actually a really good sleeper. Like, she sleeps throughout the night, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I feel like that's it. I don't know what else to tell you guys. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this video because you're about to give birth, I really do hope that I sent some good positive vibes out to you, and now you feel like you got this, because you do. Honestly, you do. Thank you for watching, and I really do hope I see you in my next video. Bye.